where did we go? 90.7 the Music FM. Not used to these computers is stopping on us.
I know, the songs in the station do that sometimes. They just like kind of cut out and you're like, whoa, hello.
We used to worry about the end of the record going click, 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 click. Speaking of the records, we have Chuck Platt.
Yay, Chuck!
Our old professor.
Hi there, hi there, hi there.
Yay,
Thank
Chuck!
you, thank
Hi,
you.
Chuck.
Thanks for coming up, Chuck.
Well, I wouldn't miss this.
Aw.
The reunion.
Yes, we're having a great time, and we all learned everything we could under your wings.
Yes, yes.
Then
Well,
you
you
set us
guys
free.
turned out very well.
Oh,
Thank you.
thanks, Chuck.
Just move.
Everything okay over there? What's going on? Is there a party that we don't know about?
This mic is on, Bruce, you know.
No, I turned it
Move-
down to
oh.
move it.
Oh, you're so smart.
I learned. Chuck taught me.
Oh, he really did. He really, really did.
But I'm just trying to position it just right. So go ahead, B. Chuck.
So, Chuck, you were here last night.
There.
Okay, thank you. So, Chuck, you were here last night, too, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
What
and
went
I
on
was here
last
early
night?
this morning, too.
You were. I heard
Yeah.
you got the AM back on the air.
Yes, 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 yes. The AM is the great secret station here at GCC. That's our training station.
Aha.
And it's great to have something like the audio vault, which can be shared with two stations. So we have the AM and the FM, and you learn how to do the audio vault right as a freshman. You know, first day through the door, you're running the station with a computer.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So, what was going on here last night?
Well, yesterday the actual reunion weekend began. And I thought Matt was going to make it, Matt Locker, who does a lot of our engineering, but unfortunately he had a commitment. He had to do a commercial for Discovery card.
Oh, Discover Card.
Yeah, Discover card.
Oh,
right.
that's cool.
And so
Work
he
or us.
couldn't join us, so but I was on the phone with him most of the day with the troubles that the AM had. Nothing with the FM. The FM, it behaves itself beautifully. You
Nice.
just forget about it. The AM is my baby that needs tender love and care.
Oh, well, it's lucky to have you, Chuck.
Yeah.
We're all lucky to have you, Chuck.
Yay, Chuck, we love you.
You know, in all my life, I've fantasized about being retired. You know, and I've said, well, you know, retirement won't be too bad. During the summer, I'll be in Batavia, and winters I'll spend in Florida. You know, that's what I had anticipated.
I know a place where you can stay in Florida if you need a place.
Well, unfortunately, the way things go, my daughter and her husband and all my grandchildren have moved to Minnesota.
Oh.
So in the heart of winter,
Wow.
Christmas time,
Yeah.
I get to spend it in Minnesota. and then by that time, my wife Mary misses the grandkids enough so that she's got to go back in April and see them. And it's Minnesota in April is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Wow.
And in the community where my daughter Katie lives, there's 300 lakes.
Really?
Yeah, there's
Wow.
a lake for just about every person who lives there.
Oh,
And it's almost to South Dakota.
Well, we might have to take the tour bus to Minnesota.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
And I'm sure at some point you take a plane into the Chicago, the one in Illinois, on your way to Minnesota.
Yeah. Well, actually, we drive most of the time
Oh, do you?
because my wife likes to have a car there, so
Sure.
we can babysit and stuff like that.
Ah.
Well, how many hours to drive to Minnesota?
It's 2 days, and that's a very manageable 2 days. You know, you get to stop at about 4:30 in the afternoon and have a nice leisurely dinner, and then get to bed fairly early, and then spend another day on the highway. But it's very relaxing. I'm kind of getting addicted to it. I've done it so many times, so
Nice.
it's kind of fun. And the people in Minnesota are just so friendly. It's impossible to describe how friendly they are. But let me just tell you, my first day shopping there for getting all the supplies, you know, for our stay, it was during Christmas, and it was 25 degrees below zero.
Ooh.
And before I could get into the supermarket, two people stopped and wanted to know who I was. They had not seen me before.
Wow.
Welcome to Minnesota and stuff like that. And I'm freezing here. It's 25 below zero.
Can we chat inside,
To
please?
them, it's nothing.
Sure, just another day.
Yeah, that's right.
Minnesota, I think it's the land of 1,000 lakes. or
Yes,
something
it
they call
is.
yeah.
10,000 lakes.
10,000 lakes. Yeah.
Well, that's one of our stops on our reunion tour.
Yes.
Yeah, there you
We're
go.
traveling across the country.
We got a tour bus?
I'm not allowed to sit on anybody's laps, but these guys are.
Okay.
And and we'll be going to Chicago, the one in Illinois.
Right. Not to be confused with the other one.
My wife has these trips beautifully planned on, so that the busiest time when, like when we go through downtown Chicago, we do it at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
On
nice.
Sunday. And even then, it's fairly crowded.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Big B, you want to ask Chuck something? You're being very quiet over there.
I'm just listening to the master. All I'm doing. Chuck taught me a lot of things.
Oh
Didn't he?
my God.
Yep, he
Now,
did.
Chuck mentioned as he came in that the first meeting that you had as general manager, B, you had some statement.
I guess I don't remember it at all.
Chuck
Oh, it
remembers.
was wonderful. He was up there and he just sighed and said, "Now look it, when I'm general manager, I don't want any surprises." I said, "Boy, is that a great first line."
You go get him, Big B.
And I'm sure there was a few surprises.
Oh, there was a lot of them. Too.
Some that you probably still can't talk about.
That's right.
In those days, the filthy lyrics made it onto the air. You know, you had to police it all the time.
Chuck, do you remember the lesson you taught us about the naughty lyrics in class? Do you remember that lesson?
The lesson on naughty, generally, but not specifically.
You said something about, for instance, if the lyrics say this.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
trying, are
You
you trying to
remember
get
what
him
I'm
in
saying?
trouble?
I guess that was sensitive material. I think we better
Yeah, it was.
move on to something else.
Darn it.
It was appropriate for the classroom, but not for the FCC radio station.
Chuck, she's been waiting 25 years to try to catch up now.
Darn it. That was a great lesson, though.
Well, it's great seeing you up here, Chuck. We're so
Well,
glad.
it's
that
wonderful to have all you guys back, you know, to see all you guys. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
And we'll be doing another reunion at Homecoming in September as well.
Oh, that's good.
September 16th and 17th, we'll be
That's
doing
good.
another reunion. I think a lot more people will be able to come to that one.
Yeah.
This was a little tough for people because it's Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah,
and
Mother's Day weekend is tough.
Yeah,
Well,
but
you know, you'll be interested in this. When Matt called and told me that he wasn't going to be able to make it and I would have to do the repairs myself, he said, "Now Chuck, you got to realize it's Mother's Day weekend." And my mother flew in from the Virgin Islands to New Jersey, where he lives.
oh,
And Matt said he just didn't have it in his heart to tell Mom, "Well, Happy Mother's Day, I gotta leave for Batavia, New York."
I guess I can understand that. He'll be here in September, I'm sure.
And another change since we were last up here is having it broadcast on the internet. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We've been getting calls from all over the country today, which is really
Yes.
nice.
Oh, that is great. And that happened so innocently. Ken Mead, who is our computer whiz here at the college, came up to me one day and said, "How come you guys aren't on the internet?" This was in 2000. And I said, we don't know how to get there. We don't know how to do it. He says, "I'll put you on tonight on my homework page." And so he put us on his homework page, and it didn't take up any more space than they had anticipated. And finally, he got the college to go for the idea of having us with our own website and our audio streaming. We were one of the first college radio stations to audio stream.
Awesome.
Yeah, because we started in 2000.
Yeah. No,
Wow.
11 years ago.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
The only college that beat us to that was Kansas, University of Kansas. They had internet radio from get-go because of their basketball team. They wanted to follow the basketball team all over the world. And so basketball and the University of Kansas gave us the ability to audio stream on the internet.
Look
Wow,
at that.
history.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. See, he's still teaching us stuff.
We've been out of college for how long and he's still teaching us. That's wonderful.
Well, thank you, Chuck.
Well, glad to be here.
And B, this next song's going out to you. I know you used to play this on your show. I think, I'm sure Andy did too as well, and he's out there in the cabbage fields.
Andy!
Oh,
David
Andy
Lee
Starr.
Roth.
Yeah, remember
Yankee
Andy
Road.
Starr,
Yes,
Chuck?
indeed. Oh, yeah.
On 90.7, your Music FM.